Rise of Van for FightHype with me. I've got Showtime Sean Porter. Sean, describe what you just saw today.
I hope y'all can hear me. Wow, wow, wow. Unbelievable. Nobody saw him, taking the knee to get out of this one. Not that he got out of it. He fought all the way to the end. Very great fight, fantastic fight, and a fantastic performance by fellow American and new IBF world champion, Errol Spence. I'm so proud of him.
It looked like Spence's game plan was to go to the body and wear him down slowly.
Yeah,
you think that
he did that. He wore him down. I could also tell that a part of his game plan was to use his jab and score from the outside, which he was able to do. And it just collectively it came together for him, and that's what you need over a 12-round fight. You need to just try your best to bank each round and break the guy down.
What did you make of Kell's eyes?
Tough. That's tough. Yeah, that's tough. When your eye goes it gets swollen like that, and you can't see. The guy's on you. At that point, I think he did the best thing he could do, which was, just take a knee with the understanding that, I'm not quitting. I'll just understand that, I can't do it tonight.
Where does Kell go from here now? Do you think moves up?
Not really sure where he goes from here. He's got to rest up. Let this guy rest up, let him recover, and he'll figure it out. Right now, that fight with Amir Khan is still out there. Maybe a possible rematch with Errol Spence. Up until 6 rounds, I had it tied. I had it 3-3. So after that, Errol Spence, in my opinion, started to pull out and take over. But prior to that, it was a tight fight to call. So he's still strong, still vibrant, and he'll be all right.
Sean, thanks for leaving time, my man. We'll catch up with you soon. Sean,
thank you.
Razavan for FightHype.com with me. I've got trainer of Kell Brook. Dom, looks like things didn't go to plan.
No, disappointing night. First 6 rounds. He was very cautious of Kell. He didn't come out and try and run away with the fight. He didn't attack Kell like Sean Porter did. He was probably, he was very respectful. He tried to get his work off. Kell was, nullifying a lot of it. And for me, the first 6 rounds, I thought Kell was in front by 3 or 4 rounds. I think maybe the 6th or 7th round he got the eye injury, and the fight started to swing in Spence's favour from that point on. Which is always going to be difficult. It's always going to happen that way, and I can imagine the position that Kell's in. Fighting Spence, thinking in the back of his mind, here we go again with Golovkin, but it was the other eye this time. It is fractured, and that swung it in Spence's favour, giving him a slight advantage. Kell was having difficulty focusing on Spence, but still fought back. And there were times, when he cut catching Spence with good shots, and he could have turned the fight around. But Errol stuck to his guns. He's younger, was a bit fresher, and he came out victorious.
When Kell was going through back to the corner at the breaks, obviously Spence was working a lot on his body. Were there any?
No, Kell said the body shots weren't troubling him.
Okay.
We do a lot of body sparring in our gym. You're conditioned to it. There was never a point Kell said that the body shots were affecting him. It was more the shots to the eye. That's what was setting him off. So he said the body. He's got good body work, but it wasn't anything to worry about.
Obviously, before the fight, there was a lot of talk about this particular Kell actually taking this fight at 147 and how the weight wasn't suited to him. Close friend and trainer, does Kell stay at 147 now? I know it's too early to say.
Listen,
but
we'll have to see. He's got to have another operation. It's too soon to say, and we'll have a good long think about it. But tonight's performance, the eye swung the fight. I do honestly believe that making the weight for all these years has took the edge off him, and he'd probably have to have a little think about what he's going to do.
How good is Errol Spence?
He's good. He's not not taking any shine off him. He's not the best fighter in the world. He's not a Floyd Mayweather. I think it was a harder fight for Sean Porter against Kell against Sean Porter. I thought Sean Porter was a much harder fight. I'll go with you. much harder fight. Thank you.
Dom, thank you for your time. Catch up with you soon.
All right.
Razaban from FightHype.com with me, close friend of Kell Brook, Kid Galahad. Kid, describe what you're going for at the moment. I know how close Kell is for you.
Very gutted from what happened. I thought Kell, it was a close fight. I thought Kell might have been just nicking it, very, very close to be honest with you. And obviously the better man won, Errol Spencer. And that's how it goes, and it's boxing for you. That's boxing.
After the fight, did you see Kell and how was he?
Yeah, he was gutted obviously, All the eye's gone. That's probably another 6 months out again. So he's gonna be gutted, isn't he, But that's how it goes, it's boxing. What can you do?
Did the doctor say anything about, could it be a similar injury what you had previously?
Yeah, he said that. I think it's probably the same. What happened on the other eye, on the right eye, fractured socket. So we'll just see what happens.
There's obviously a lot of negatives going on at the moment, and I don't really mean to be negative right now, but some people will be thinking that he's fighting in front of 25,000, 30,000 people in his hometown. He took a knee and he kind of gave up. How?
But taking it doesn't mean you give up. Taking it means you took it. You took it. You don't mind what you do after you take that knee. Everyone can be. Everyone can get put down. It's what you do when you get back up. He fought to the end.
Obviously, Kell now is very, very, very hard to say right now, but there were a lot of talks before the fight that 147 wasn't his weight, especially after getting up to 160. And I know you were in camp with him, Ventura, but did he make the weight comfortably?
He made the weight comfortable. I don't think when you make a certain weight, you can make it. It's just if he's hydrated fully and back to 150, back to what he was before he made 147. I think the last 4 or 5 pounds can take a lot out of you, can take the snap out of you, and I think that's what happened today with Kell. I think maybe the last couple of pounds took the snap out of him.
Did Kell Brook today lose to a good fighter or a great fighter?
A good fighter, obviously you can't be great until you've done great things, and obviously he's a very good fighter. Errol Spence has come over to England and he took the title off Kell Brook.
Send Kell our regards, and we'll hopefully see him back in the ring very, very soon. Kid Galahad for FightHype.com. Thank you very much.
IBF welterweight champion of the world came all the way over here to do what a lot of guys would not do, and there's the tangible proof and evidence. Go ahead, Errol. Opening statement.
I'd like to thank the media for coming out for this fight. I'd like to thank the fans for coming out and supporting me and giving me the motivation. Even I'd like to thank Kell Brook fans too for giving me the motivation and using their boos as a positive. But I had a great camp, like I said. I told you I was coming over here to bring the title back to America, and I did that. And I think a lot of it's only up from here now. I want to fight. Keith Thurman. I want to fight Manny Pacquiao, and I want to unify the titles. And my ultimate goal is become the #1 welterweight in the division.
Was there anything he did that surprised you, Errol?
No. Kell Brook, he's a strong fighter. He's strong. He's fast. He lived up to the expectations that me and my coach had. I knew he was going to be crafty. He's strong. He's fast, and he can punch. And I had to show true grit, and had to basically go in the fire and press him out.
When did you know it was the beginning of the end?
I think probably in 8th or 9th round, he was kind of wearing down a little bit, and I started pressing the action, and I hit him with good shots, and he was standing still a little bit more, and then I saw him blink. He blinked the eye that he hurt, so I decided to jump on him, and it started swelling up a lot more, like in the 9th and 10th round, and I just jumped on him.
Did he say anything to you after the fight?
No, he told me congratulations, and he said respect, and nothing but respect for him because he's a true champion, and I wanted to fight the champion, the guy who holds the belt. I didn't want to fight just another ring guy for the belt, for a vacant belt, and he gave me the opportunity, and I'd like to thank him for that.
Did he ever hurt you in the fight at all, or make you, or kind of buzz you at all in the fight?
He hit me with some good shots, but it was nothing that ever hurt me. I think I proved a point today. A lot of people had those questions. Can Errol Spence take a punch? And I think I proved that today. I can take a punch from a big welterweight, a big strong welterweight.
Errol, congratulations.
Good. Pop. Yeah. Is that what we say?
Errol, can I ask you whether you were able to take in the atmosphere of a British football ground, what the atmosphere was like? What the atmosphere was like for you in a British football ground, what you thought of it?
Oh, it was great. It was a great atmosphere. You know, the fans was awesome. You know, they came here to support their hometown guys. And, you know, that's why I figured, that's why I expected coming in that, you know, the fans are going to be electrifying. We have great fans over here in the UK and they support their guy. And that's what they did. And I said I was going to use that as a positive and use that as motivation. And that's what I did. I used, you know, their energy as motivation and trying to silence the crowd.
What's for you next now then?
For me next is, you know, vacation. You know, chilling on the beach somewhere, but, you know, hopefully I can get back in the ring. Keith Thurman's out for a while, so, you know, maybe I can fight at home in Dallas at the American Airlines Center, and then, you know, fight Keith Thurman later on in the year or next year.
Errol, do you think this vacation number one in the division?
I think so. You know, I feel like skill-wise, me and Kell Brook is the most skilled fighters at the welterweight division. You know, we're the biggest and strongest fighters at the welterweight division. I think we proved that tonight. You know, exceeding our expectations. This was a big fight, and you know, we gave the fans what they wanted. We gave the public what they wanted, and you know, I tip my hat off to them. And I think, you know, I am the best fighter in the welterweight division right now.
You going to go to Jamaica?
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Jamaica. Not right now, but later on in the year, I'm gonna go to Jamaica, relax for a bit. You know, we had a house out there, so I'm gonna chill.
Apparently, Lennox Lewis is unhappy that you beat him in chess and he wants a rematch.
If Lennox Lewis want to play chess, then come on.
Do you think you might not fancy it after tonight?
Huh?
Do you think you might decide against facing you after tonight?
Who?
Lennox.
Oh, you know, he was pretty confident when I talked to him in Toronto. He was pretty confident that, you know, he could beat me. So I think he'll face me.
Errol, was that spot in the first round?
Definitely. That's what we always do. That's always the game plan, to take the body. You know, you're going 12 rounds, so later on, you know, you wear your opponent down when you go to the body. And I think, you know, that's what I did, because, you know, he was real sharp and then he started wearing down a little bit later on in the round.
You sparred with a lot of top guys, and in terms of his power, it looked like he wasn't really hurt you. Did he hurt you more at the time of that fight?
No, he didn't hurt me at all, but, you know, he's very strong. I definitely felt the punches, but it was nothing that, you know, that hurt me.
Both you and Gervonta Davis come over as Americans to a place where there's been some funny scoring here recently, and you both looked as if you felt it would be a good idea not to leave it to the judges. Is that a factor in your thinking?
Yeah, it's always been a factor since the amateurs. You know, it's a lot of politics during the amateurs, and you know, I've been on a bad end of bad decisions. So, you know, if you don't have to leave it to the judges, you know, I'm not going to do that. And you know, there was a point in there where I could stop him. I seen if I jumped on him, I could stop him. So, you know, I jumped on him, so it wouldn't go to the scorecard.
Traveling against the top side of the how much do you learn just this week by being aware in a hostile atmosphere against the top guy like Errol?
My thing is, this was a great experience. You know, especially in my young career. You know, my first title shot. You know, coming here a week early. You know, do training camp, and you know, basically fight for my first title in front of 30,000 screaming fans. You know, in the champion's hometown. You know, this was a legacy to define the fight for me. You know, I proved myself. I proved that I have composure, I have true grit. You know, I can pull it out, you know, out of me when I have to.
Eddie, how's it going?
Yeah, he's gone to hospital. I think it's the same injury as the Golovkin fight, but the other eye, which is, you know, unbelievable. But you know, it was caused by Errol. So. Nothing, as we said before, no excuses in the fight, injuries, weight. He was beaten by the better man tonight, and that was Errol Spence.
You obviously came back, what was it, 8 months ago, this fight, Icymi. So no reason why that?
No, the surgeon was in the ring after. You know, he was very confident of the operation, but it's a big blow. It's a big blow to the career. There's a lot of pain going through the first one, and now he's got to go through another one. But that's boxing, and you know, like I said, it was called by Errol Spence. It was a great fight, and the better man won tonight. Yeah. I mean, look, again, we said before there'll be no excuses at the weight. He didn't make the weight horrifically. He just made it the same way he's made it every other time, and we were quite happy with how he made the weight. But he's 30 odd now. You know, he deserves respect because, and I'm glad. I know Errol's glad that he got to fight the champion in his hometown rather than fighting in Texas for a vacant belt against number 2 or 3 because, you know, he showed his grit coming over, and it was all on the line tonight. You know, Kell Brook's a big fighter for us, and you know, Errol's a big fighter for Al Heyman and his team. So it's very important for both of us to get the win, and it was a big win in the career of Errol Spence.
Is there anything else?
All right, guys.
Errol? Okay, thanks.
Razavan for FightHype.com with me. I've got the new IBF welterweight champion of the world, Errol Spence. Errol, how does that firstly sound, knowing that you're the new champ?
Sounds good. This was, you know, a dream of mine. You know, I fought the champion in his hometown. You know, a lot of fighters don't get to do that, and I beat him. So it shows I have true grit and I have true ability to endure. And you know, it's a great fight for me, and I love it. It's a dream fight, and you know, I'm willing to get more titles now.
Talk to me about the game plan going into this fight. Obviously, there was a lot of talk before the fight that the weight was potentially going to be an issue for Kell, but was the plan to go to the body?
Oh, definitely plan to go to the body. Now, if you look in the ring, you know, me and Kell were the same size. I mean, you know, I have trouble making weight too. You know, it's not like I'm a smaller guy. I'm actually taller than Kell Brook, so I mean, I don't feel like the weight played a factor at all because I come down in weight too.
Was there any stage of the fight where Kell hurt you?
No. I mean, he hit me with some good shots, but there's no point in the fight where, you know, he hurt me or dazed me or wobbled me or anything like that.
What's next for you now? I know you're going to go and have a vacation, but what's the kind of plans to unify this division?
Oh, definitely. You know, that's the ultimate goal, to fight the best in the division. That's something I always dreamed of and always, you know, wanted to do. So, you know, that's why I came over here. You know, I could have fought somebody else who did something, but I waited 9 months for my opportunity and I got it and I made the most of it. So, you know, I want to fight the best now.
You've been in the UK for 2 weeks now. You fought for this world title against a legitimate elite level fighter, not a vacant title. As you came out today, there were probably 30,000 boos.
Yeah.
Did any of that affect you at any stage?
No, it was more motivation. I used all this positive energy and zone everything out and use the negative crowd as positive energy, and I was able to come out with the victory.
Is Errol Spence the #1 fighter in the division?
I think so. I think with this performance, I mean, I think we put on a great performance. I think we put on a better performance than, you know, Keith and Danny did. You know, Kell Brook, he's a big guy, has a lot of skills, experience, and we put it out on the line tonight.
Errol, many congratulations, and hopefully we'll catch up with you stateside.
Thank you.
Errol Spence for FightHype.com, thank you very much.